Hello, and welcome. I'm Umbra, and this is Terraria. Also, Party Town, apparently, because that hairstylist I found decided to throw a party. Not sure if any of this is anything I want. I also did find a new NPC. Um, I didn't mean to actually go hunting for NPCs. I was more looking for materials that I needed to finish my construction. So I did some base remodeling. You can see I changed these. I want to call it the back door, but it's not really. I guess it could be the front gate as well. Just depends on how you look at it. Changed this. Threw in some lampposts. I still plan to do some more stuff. I laid the foundations for what would eventually be my little fishing pond. I'm planning to have a little pier out here, but I want to get some more mahogany wood. I just feel that it's the best for it. I kind of finished my arena, at least as good as I can get it right now. There's like one more thing I could probably do if I went back to the jungle and collected honey. But this actually gives me a pretty good health regeneration. So if I take a little bit of damage, if you notice, my health is kind of, it's going up. So it's the band of regeneration plus the campfire plus this heart lantern or whatever. I also upgraded some of my armor. Ooh, what do you have in you? The slime has something in them. It's just rope. Anyways, so I got tungsten greaves and tungsten chainmail. It's kind of what I was after hunting. I also set up this room. This room will be useful later, but for right now it's just an empty room. Um, did a little bit of reshaping over here and redecorating. I'm still not sure if I'm totally happy with the interior, but for right now, I think it's alright. I actually did seal this off, just because I noticed when we had the blood moon, I had a lot of enemies flying in and attacking some of the NPCs, and then I set up this door. I'll probably set up a new gate at some point, but this door is mostly because I got tired of eyes flying in here, and then just, flying up here, terrorizing my NPCs, stuff like that. Actually, does this count as a room? No, it needs a table. Hmm. You know what? Let's see if I can make a dresser real quick. Actually, since where my bed is, let's see if we can make a nice dresser. Now this isn't my fully functional room that I'm setting up for myself, but this is a nice little room. It allows more NPCs to come in and live. Eventually I want to get rid of all these torches and replace them with other light source blocks. Um, it's kind of temporary and based on what kind of resources I have access to. There's a lot of torches around. I didn't really do too much down here. There is some more places lit up, and if you look at the map, you can see I've explored a little more. I did find another abandoned house or something. Huh, I didn't realize how close those two areas came. And I went further down. Actually, no, I went further down this way, found this area, and was thinking about going over here, but this is about where I found the goblins, somewhere in here, which is a little surprising. Usually you find them in the dungeon or something, or near the dungeon. I guess I just got lucky with that. Ah, and we got the painter. Not exactly the NPC I was hoping to get. But, alright. Anyways, so today I kind of want to try and fight the Eye of Cthulhu. I do have that other suspicious eye. I did get some more resources. I may switch my gear. Oh, and when the last blood moon, when I ended the episode, I actually did manage to find a groom who had this helmet, or hat. So I'm just kind of wearing it for now. Otherwise, I have that derpy looking helmet on. Guess I could wear the wedding veil. Look like some kind of priest. You know what? I'm gonna stick with that for a little bit. Especially with all the tungsten armor underneath the cape. Let's see. There's the suspicious eye. I don't really need this stuff. So while we are here today, and I know I just messed up my own organizational rules, but while we are waiting for nighttime to come, I did manage to find 2 gravitation potions. And there should also be a... not shine. Did I put it in the wrong spot? Thought I had a feather falling potion somewhere. That doesn't need to be in there. Recall and featherfall. Okay. So throw all these back. I don't really need those. And keep those 2 with me. Alright. So today we're going to go island hunting. And no, I don't mean, like, tropical island hunting. So I just took, I pressed B, which activated all potions in my inventory, to activate a gravity potion. And the gravity potion pretty much just makes it where I can flip up and down for a little bit, and then the featherfall potion just makes it where I fall slower, which is not as useful for the very beginning of this journey. I can make it go back faster by pressing down like I do occasionally, but will be helpful, especially when the gravity potion wears off, because it wears off a little sooner. I don't want to go too far up, though. There's like this optimal area where you'll find islands. And these floating islands have some good stuff on them. In particular, I'm hoping to find a horseshoe. So there's not a whole lot to this. It's basically you keep doing this over and over until you eventually run into an island. Depending on the generation of the world, there's usually between like 2 and maybe 4 or 6. I can't remember. Oop. Let's see. Now, oh, this is a full island. So some of them are not full islands, but this one is. So first, let's grab that. Let's get indoors, because I don't want to deal with these harpies. And what'd you know? First try, found the lucky horseshoe. So we're going to loot all that. What the lucky horseshoe does for me is it basically negates fall damage, and is used for a few other crafting recipes. Now, I want to go back the other way. Oh, we'll grab some of these blocks. And we'll move on. Leave me alone, you harpies. If I just let myself hit the ceiling, I will auto flip like that. But the reason I'm avoiding the ceiling is usually by the ceiling is more likely to spawn harpies. And then some of the other cloud islands, or whatever you want to call them, we'll run into, will actually just be clouds with lakes in them, which is not unuseful. Alright, so it looks like we're out of our gravitation potion. So I just took another one. Now at some point I should probably start messing with potions and making them and stuff like that, but I've actually never in Terraria taken the time to really manufacture potions. So I'm not exactly even sure where to start. I know what some of them can make. Let me see something. So that one's pretty far up, so I should really And in case this harpy just cannot leave me alone. That one was pretty far up, so it may mean that I need to hover closer to the ceiling a bit. Oh. Alright, so this one looks to be one of the ones that doesn't have any items, but this has other uses. This island can be... Ooh, I take it back. It does have some items. This is uncommon. But these islands are useful for if you do a lot of fishing. Let's see. So if you need to get a specific type of fish or find certain items, and this seems like it's another one, then that's pretty much what these islands are used for. And let's continue on. And we're getting close to the evening time, so really when that starts... Ooh, ow! Ow. I almost died there. So that's probably our last journey. Ooh. This sword is nice because it does have that function. But I almost think I prefer the ability to shoot out a sword first. Is this one auto swing? No. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with my enchanted sword. But that would be a nice sword for if I hadn't found the other one. Man, I really need some dyes to bring my character's look all together. So let's quick stack, or, let's see. So if we're going to do this Cthulhu fight, how much gold do I have? Party time's over. Okay. I have 53 gold, which is enough to build a chest plate and a helmet. And each one of those would give me an additional 1 defense. You know what? I think I'm going to go for... Oh yeah, I forgot. I have more Crimtane that I found underground. I'm going to go for the tungsten helmet just to get the full set. So I'm going to keep this on me, but that full set gives me an extra 3 defense across all my pieces of armor. And now, let's see, I want, that doesn't need to be in there, I need some things before we start this fight. That should be with me. I'll take that just in case. So that can go there. Hunter potion. Not really necessary, nor is that. An archery potion, though, would be useful. Gills, Night Owl. You know what? I'll take one of those. Thought I had a... Ah, there. Archery potion. I believe... Arrow speed... Oh, so that only does work for arrows. I thought that worked for other things. But alright. I think we're pretty much ready to start this fight. So we're going to go over here. You know, wait until we see the first eye or zombie or whatever, and then we're going to use this suspicious looking eye. Well, there we go. Oh, and I totally... no. Let's get back. Ow, 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 ow. Haha, my new speed boots. Suck it, Cthulhu. Uh-oh. Designed this whole new arena, and now I am still doing the same mistakes. we are getting faster through the fight. Oh god. Ah, he's on me. His little eyes are not helping. Alright. We're so close. Ah, got him. Oh my. Alright. So we won the fight. So if you notice, he didn't really drop anything. He just dropped one item. Now in normal mode, he would drop a whole bunch of ore, depending on the kind of world you were in. I actually was not even using my best bullets for that. But anyways, he would drop a certain kind of ore depending on what kind of world you were in, Crimtane or Demonite. But in this case, he drops this bag. And I can't remember how to activate the bag. There we go. So I still got the ore, it's just I had to open it first. And then I also got this Spike Shield of Cthulhu. So this is an accessory. Let me get in somewhere safe. Whole reason I refortified this whole building. This thing allows me to dash. So you double tap in a direction and you dash for it. And this is an expert mode only item. But I do have to equip this in a slot. Now, I like this increased movement speed, and it's nice to have the extra damage. Let me see if that actually affects my damage if I take that off. Not really. This gives me some of the damage back. I won't get as fast a movement speed, but it can be useful in certain combat situations if you can just dash. But this also means we were able to finish off the first boss in the, well, there are other bosses I guess you could fight first, but this is our first real one. Huh, that does work through there. Neat. Alright. And then we got Crimtane ore. Ooh, what is this? Disc wall? What is that made with? Sunplate? Oh, okay. So this Crimtane ore may not seem that special, it may just seem like another simple ore, but this is really the first ore we get into that has armor that should be tiered or like directed in a certain direction, which I know sounds redundant, but let's see. Blood cluster. Looks like I can't make the armor yet. I knew I couldn't make the pickaxe just yet, but I can't make the armor just yet either. I may need to go and collect all my lenses, because I know I have a few of them. Enough to make like 3 suspicious eyes. Let's see, there's 19. So that's 3 by itself. Did I dump anywhere else? See, I don't need the Featherfall potion. I don't actually need the Night Owl potion. And I don't need these basic potions. And take this last bit of Crimtane, but I'm pretty sure that does not give me enough. Nope. Darn, I was hoping I could make the first piece of the armor. At least one piece of it. But basically this armor is there's 2 armors that I could get about this point. The other one is the meteorite ore, which is why I was hoping a meteor would fall. But that one supports a more caster-based character, whereas this armor, the one that I want to make, actually supports more of a melee-based character. And they get further and further differentiated as you go. And it eventually comes to the point where one ore will make several different armors depending on how you craft it. So let's see. Um, should I go down or should I? Well, first let's make these eyes of Cthulhu, and I may take the next fight off screen. Or maybe, yeah, I think I'll take the next fight off screen. But then the next boss fight we're going to be running into is probably going to be the one in the Crimtane area. So we got that suspicious eye. If I knew what time it was. If I could see the moon. I mean, we did kind of fight the other one pretty fast, but it looks like it's getting lighter. Now, these new battlements I put does make it harder to get on top of my building. And I don't have that horseshoe equipped yet. I gotta figure out what I want to trade off, though. Also, that double tap allows me to strike an enemy and bounce off of them, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I think it's too late in the, or too early in the day for us to fight another. Oh, well, the eyes are still appearing. If it wasn't cloudy. Or if I still had gravitation potion, it could just fly up into the sky. You know what? I may yeah, it's too late. I'm glad I didn't summon them. I was gonna say I may regret this, but I was going to summon them. Let's clean up the zombies around here. Grab the money. And let's do a little bit of spelunking to round off the episode. I still need a few things, and maybe we can find one of the other... Oh! The new villager I got. I should have totally gone over that, and I spaced it. So this guy, right here. He's a shop, and he allows me to do what's called reforging. So you notice that some items, they give you... You know, this is the brisk shark tooth necklace. Now, the base item's the shark tooth necklace, but the brisk portion of it is just a modifier. And I can actually change that modifier, but only once I unlock this guy. And let's say... Damage. So these boots, they don't have anything on them. And it's going to cost me 1 gold to do this. So I'm going to do it once. And I got quick Hermes boots. So this actually makes up for the speed I lost not too long ago. But this isn't even the only... Well, it is probably one of the best things he does, but this is not the only thing he does. He sells one item that's really important, the rocket boots. And these ones actually give movement speed, but we're not going to be using them for very long. He also sells a grappling hook if you haven't yet gotten access to it. But this Tinkerer's Workshop, and I'm going to set this up right here in his own room. Later I'll move it. It allows you to make a few new things. However, one of the things it allows you to do is make Spectre boots. So this little workshop is actually for the combining of certain accessories. And I believe the aglet... Ooh, the aglet and something... the wind charm, which I don't have, and is a reason I need to go back to the jungle. But, so several of these will actually make different and better accessories, because eventually you get to the point where, well, yeah, I've got these good ones, but I don't know what I actually want to equip. Like when you get to this horseshoe, you're like, do I really need this right now? So I'm going to actually equip the horseshoe, because I like just being able to drop down without having to worry about damage. And we're going to go on a quick hunt for the remainder of this episode, and maybe a little bit into the next episode, depending, for a item. I'm looking for a balloon. Now let's see if I can find one. Now another thing that these boots do, the reason I was so excited to have the rocket boots and then combine them with these, is they allow me to fly up. So combined with the double jump, combined with the no longer worried about fall damage, it really makes things, you know, it makes you able to get around so much easier. Let's continue. If I see any paths that kind of open up, I should have brought some TNT or something with me. So I explored this over here. And I was headed in this way. You know what, let's go to the mushroom biome. Because I think in the previous episode I came close to it. And I thought about visiting it, but we were... I think it was actually when we were in the jungle. And I didn't take the time to actually go through it. But now I think is a good time for us to see if we can't get over there. And I went completely the wrong... Well... It's a little dark. Kind of went the wrong direction. I guess I could dig straight over into this other tunnel that's here. I'll be so glad when I'm able to get the more improved pickaxe. The Crimtane one doesn't have that much more benefit to it. But I think the one after that, which there's only one after that, I believe, does have a much faster digging speed. Ooh. And because I'm not wearing my helmet, I am taking less damage because of the improved, you know, set bonus, but I am not able to see as well. So this is the glowing mushroom biome, and you can make this biome your own. Like, you can collect some spores from it, and ooh, another heart crystal, and that's what I used to make the heart lanterns. This biome, like I said, you can collect seeds from it and then cause the seeds to spread, and I'm kind of hoping to get some seeds, honestly. Cause the seeds to spread and create a, you know, your own personal biome somewhere. But it doesn't look like this one was very big. See if I can... I didn't get any glowing mushroom seeds, right? Yeah. Alright, slimes. Alright. Take a potion while we've got a second. And continue digging on. Actually, I get used to having rocket boots again. So every time I stop playing Terraria and then come back to playing it and like I don't have the items I once had, I get used to playing in a certain way, and then I get those items again, and it's just... It's really hard for me to get used to having access to that. Come on. One glowing mushroom seed? I guess not. I think I'll have to come back here. I'm guessing there's at least some sort of marble biome nearby. Oh, that's a bat. Like, what is hitting me? I don't see a marble area. Maybe it's just straight down. Alright. Well, let's go down. See what we can find. Or maybe... Uh-oh. Oh, I have the feral bite. I think from the bat? That means I'm going to have random status elements. Nope, you stopped that hoplite. down there. Stuff I want to go get. And another heart container. So, or life crystal. So, I can flash them all I want, but these won't do anything for me right now. But I can make them into different things, like that heart lantern, which increases my regeneration rate. I believe only one heart lantern can be active on you at one time, so even if you have more than one in place, you won't get extra regeneration. However, you can stack that with other regeneration effects. So that's why I'm collecting these. And I believe they make something else. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. Got that guy. Still got my little turtle with me. I believe if you die, he despawns, and then you have to resummon him again, which is not a big deal. It doesn't even cost you any mana. It's more like a moral support thing. You know, you just have a little turtle pet following you around. Ooh, is this a mine cart run? And we're at one end of it. And this is a granite biome. Now, I'm kind of taking these minecarts slow, especially now that I'm starting to see lava. I have had one of these run through lava, and it will take you in there. And you may not like that outcome. So we're now even further down than I think our lowest venturing. Yeah, this is one of our lowest ventures. Let's see. Nope, don't want to deal with jellyfish. It doesn't look like there's anything particular there. I don't think I saw anything as we were riding the cart down, but let's try and go slower and just take it a bit at a time, see if there's anything worth getting. And going through the water. What is that sound? Sounds like one of those rock golems is in the in lava or something. Ah, granite elemental. Let's see. Oh, let's keep that from detonating. Ooh, and another minecart track. Now this one's going to be interesting. Let's go up this side. Grab that real quick. Let's see where this one goes. This side goes first. Alright, doesn't really lead to anything fancy. I'm trying to place a torch anywhere I can now. I want to be careful over here, because this really looks like it could just drop me into some lava. Yep. I don't know if that was intentional by the designers or what, but I think that was probably one of the more devious ways to get yourself killed, I have found. Just be like, oh, minecart. Not too much can hurt me on here, and I'll just ride this around, see where it takes me, and then just dunk. Alright. Got that guy. I'd love to take some of this lava with me, because it is a resource that you can use. It just does destroy everything it touches if there's a certain amount of it. But I think we're going to stop here. I'll let this episode run a little longer. Oh, crap. I haven't accomplished anything too exciting. I'm probably going to go and try and fight the Eye of Cthulhu a couple more times. um, just to get some more crimtane ore, and hopefully when you guys come back, I'll have a full set of it, and we'll just skip the gold armor altogether. But once I get a full set of it, I'll probably be getting rid of the helmet I'm wearing currently. So I will need to find another way of lighting things up. And then I think when we come back, I want to go back into the jungle. Hopefully I'll have the full set of ore or armor by then. I need to find... There's little shrines. And I know I went through one the last time we were in the jungle. I don't remember where it was. But those little shrines actually can have the item I'm looking for. Is that just a... But it'll help me make a better set of boots. Not that the ones I have are bad or anything, it's just I can make better. Man, and our two corrupted biomes are... I mean, this one's a little closer, but... Man, I might go to that one instead and see if I can't get the boss of it to spawn. And then once I... Yeah, well, that's what we'll do next. We'll go and try and fight that boss. The boss that's in the Crimtane area. And that should get us enough gear and stuff to... Make sure I don't teleport back. Enough gear and stuff to really start the mid-game push. Doesn't mean we'll be in mid-game, but it's where we'll start the push. And then after we do that, so we'll go fight in the Crimtane. We'll probably do the boss that's in the dungeon over there at some point as well. And then once the boss in the dungeon, the Crimtane boss, and once I fight in the beehive, our next goal will be to push past even this layer of lava to somewhere down in here. And once we get past the boss that resides here, that's when we'll be in mid-game. That'll be about halfway into the game. Sort of. There's a lot of content. Especially if you want to collect all the armor and stuff and things like that. So if you're a collectionist playing this game, this is either your wet dream or your worst nightmare, depending on how you want to look at it. But thank you for joining me. I'm Terraria Umbra, and this has been Terraria. Have a good one.